Where are you from, bro?
I'm down in Reading, bro. I studied up in Middlesbrough, though.
Oh, yeah, you definitely sound like you're from Reading.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
All right, so share my screen. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Okay, very good. So I'm gonna basically do this session for the new students. So I'm gonna go from the basics in deep details. Okay. So for the guys that think they don't want to go through that, maybe come later after 30 minutes or something. So first of all, we are going to learn how to mark the SNR levels, or what's basically SNR. SNR stands for support and resistance. Okay. By the way, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the chat. Right. So SNR stands for support, R stands for resistance. You should firstly know how to mark the SNR levels. So to do that, you're gonna have a candlestick formed of 4 things: a high and a low, an open and close. All right. High, low, open, and close if it's a bullish candle. If it's a bullish candle, the closing is going to be above. If it's a bearish candle, the closing is going to be below. That's logical, right? So you need 2 candlesticks, closed candlesticks. All right. The second one, if it's forming, that means it's not valid yet. Let me give you an example. So you need 2 candlesticks to form the level, and the level is always on the closing of the first one. So you're gonna have 3 types of SNR. You're gonna have the 2 consecutive candles. All right. It's called the gap. You're gonna have the A level, and you're gonna have the V level. All right. I'm gonna explain everything. So you have 2 candles, and the second one has to close. Okay. If it's still forming, there is no level yet. It has to close. And now you basically look at the closing of the first candlestick. So you have the first candlestick. You look at the closing of the first one, and that's your key level. Okay. Do not mark the opening, and it's not the same, because sometimes the broker shows you the opening is not the same as the closing. As you guys can see here, open, close, close, open is not really the same. So focus on the closing, because the closing is actually the key level. So in this case, you're going to have the gap level. All right. And you're going to have the A level and the V level. So bullish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle. The closing of the first one, all right, is the key level. The closing of the first one is the key level. All right. And then you draw your horizontal line. Let me give you some examples. A bullish candle, a bearish candle, mark the closing. Do not mark the opening. Use pepper stone to analyze your gold pair on it. Okay. Closing, opening. See the difference? It's not the same level. So do not make the mistake of marking your level on the opening of the second candlestick. Always do it on the first candlestick. So why do I call it an A level? Simply because when you go to the line chart, you can see that it makes the shape of an A. Okay, it makes the shape of an A. And also, yeah, what was I going to say? There's also one thing. Yeah, so if you are basically struggling to mark SNR levels, especially when you are so new to SNR, you can do this thing. You can go to the line chart, and you see these curves, all of these curves. These curves, they're all closings, right? This is a closing, this is a closing. Okay, all of these are SNR levels. All of these are SNR levels. Look, when you come back to the chart, the candlestick chart, as you can see here, bullish candle, bearish candle. The closing of the first one, that's key level. A level, A level, A level, A level, okay? The V level is basically the same thing, but it's vice versa for the A level. So you can see here, bearish candle, bullish candle. Well, you see, it's kind of confusing. You wouldn't mark this level, but when you know that the key level comes from the closing candlestick of the first one, you would certainly know that this is a B level. Okay, do not get confused by the price opening here. Okay, because that's totally fine. Okay, so when you go to the line chart, that's your key level. That's a key level. Some people would get confused with that, especially when it's Pepperstone broker. But yeah, if you're still struggling after all, you can use forex.com. It has the same stuff, but the levels do not really get touched. So yeah, I don't suggest use forex.com unless you're very, very, very confused. So yeah, that's how to mark simply how to mark SNR levels, right? Second thing is that you should know if the level is fresh or not fresh. Just the concept itself of fresh or unfresh. You don't have, you basically are not looking to buy or sell in this case, because being fresh itself, the level being fresh itself does not mean you should buy or sell on it. It has its own uses. So let's take a level, a random level. Okay, that's an A level, as you can see. And the first thing you should ask yourself is, do I have wicks crossing the level? Wicks, what do I mean by wicks? Simply a wick crossing the level, and not a body. If there is a body, okay, if there is a body, it's still fresh, okay? It is still fresh. If you have a body, it's still fresh. But if you have a wick, it's not fresh. And there is an exception to this. This exception, okay, this exception, basically, let me give you an example in here, right? So you're gonna have this SNR, it's an A level, okay? It's an A level. And as you can see, there are no wicks on it. It is fresh, all right? It is fresh until price touches it, okay? So now it is unfresh. The exception is this. Once price breaks it, it becomes fresh again. That's it. Okay, you can use it. You can use it one more time. What you say? Hello? Did someone ask me something?
No, bro, no.
Okay. So now once it got broken, it is fresh again, right? And usable again. It got broken, still fresh. Got broken, still fresh. Got broken, still fresh. Until it got touched in here, used once for buy, and then got broken and used once for sell, which is fine. So for the students that was with me, I told you guys about the used two times rule. So put that aside and we will get into it in the end of the session, okay? Because some of you are confused with it. So before I proceed to go to the next syllabus, do you guys, the new students, do you have any questions about fresh, unfresh, how to mark the SNR levels, types and stuff?
Bro, I'm not sure.
Everything clear?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Hello?
Okay, very good. Okay, so that's how to mark the SNR levels.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said the fresh.
Mhm.
The fresh is if you have a wick, right?
No.
Then
If the unfresh is if you have a wick. So look at this. Check this out. See this level? That's a V, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see here, it got wicked. That's a wick, right?
Yeah.
It's unfresh. It's not fresh.
Okay.
Okay. Not fresh. It does not mean we do not use it, but you can, yeah, you can say for now that we don't use it. So the unfresh is bad. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is that your question?
And then you said that if it's closed below this, it's
fresh again. Yes, if it closes below, it closes again. It becomes fresh again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also if it closes before, let's say, you see this. See this level? It's a V, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys see that there is a wick. This one does not count. Why? Because it is the second candlestick of the level. We look at the third one and more. Okay, so this one is fresh. As you can see here, this is a level that's fresh, and then it got broken. It's still fresh. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, it is still fresh, yeah. And then let's say it touched again, and then got broken again. It becomes fresh again. Okay?
Okay.
Becomes fresh again. As you can see here, let me show you an example. Okay, not fresh, right?
Yep.
Now fresh again, look.
Okay.
See that? Twice. Okay. Any more questions about fresh and fresh?
Hello. Hello, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you have a question?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, you said we can use the smart hour twice, right? So can you show me the SNN hour which is tested twice?
It's
So
kind of difficult to hear what you're saying. Can you please like just type the question in the chat or make efforts?
okay, I will type.
Okay, no worries. Abby.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
What's up?
Abby, how you
What's up?
doing, bro?
What's
How
up?
you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Very
making a
good.
living,
Bro.
huh? Very good. Yeah, I know you're
Yeah.
doing very good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we
It's
see you
good, bro.
later, huh?
Life is good now.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Chat with you later, huh?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Did someone ask me a question just now? Type your question, Anu. Harris just joined us.
Hello, Sif.
Hey, Vicky.
So this
Oh, mhm.
is it is still fresh, yeah?
Yeah,
Because
it
it
is
is the
still
second
fresh.
candle.
Yeah, it is the second candle. That's exactly what I said. Do not look at the second candle.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna proceed until Anu just types his question. So after you guys know how to I don't know, like identify the level if it's fresh or unfresh, the next thing, which is very, very important, it's called storyline. Okay, storyline is basically the direction of the market overall. Okay, and the direction is for the higher time frame. It's not the direction of the M15 or the 1 hour. Okay, it's the direction of the daily and higher. So we mostly, okay, the most important one is the daily direction. Okay, and then the weekly direction. But sometimes the daily direction is kind of different than the weekly direction. Sometimes the weekly is bullish, the daily is bearish. I'm going to show you how to deal with that. All right. So when they are both aligned with each other, then you can be able to catch these huge swings. Okay, you can catch a buy that never comes back, like after 1,000 pips or something like that. I mean, I don't know by 100% if a level is going to give me 1,000 pips, but I can certainly know it's going to go for at least like 200, 240 pips. Okay, so yeah, let's explain the storyline. So there is level. So there is this concept about price. Price likes to travel from a fresh level to another fresh level. So on the higher time frame, you're gonna have your level in here. So just give me a time frame. Let's say daily. All right, let's say daily. If price wants to start a storyline, I'm gonna show you how it starts. But if price wants to start a storyline from this daily, where is it gonna go? Okay, if it wants to go from this daily, it will go to another daily. So from this daily to another daily.
We can't see your screen, sir.
You can see my screen. Oh,
Are you
okay.
drawing? Oh, now it's okay.
Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, let me repeat. So you're gonna have a daily level, right? Daily level. If price wants to react from this daily level, where is it gonna go? Or start a storyline, not react, because some levels react but don't start storyline. But if it wants to start a storyline, where is it gonna go? Price travels, I said, from fresh level to another fresh level, and the storyline started from what level? From a fresh daily. So it's gonna go to another fresh daily at least. Okay, it does not mean it will go here and drop. No, it will at least go here and then maybe drop, or maybe continue higher looking for another daily and then drop. Okay, also for the weekly, it's the same thing. So you're gonna have a weekly level. if price wants to start the storyline from this weekly, where is it going to go? It's going to go at least to the next weekly. Okay. So let me show you how to identify the start and the finish of the storyline. I'm actually going to draw it first and then go to the chart. So you're going to have daily level. Okay. And the target is at least the next daily level. Is our apex still valid and does increment values going set up? I'm gonna answer that later. So we're gonna have a daily level. The first thing you should wait for, which is not really that important, is the daily rejection. You should identify 2 time frames, but not identify, like monitor 2 time frames. If you have your level on the daily, you should monitor the daily and H4. Okay. This is the first way to identify the storyline. Okay. Which is the most solid way. If you want to, I don't know, grab 100 pips, you can go lower to H1. I'm going to talk about that later. So you're going to have a daily and H4. Okay. The daily, you look for the rejection, and the rejection is just 5%. Just 5%, right? You can say just 5%. Don't really need rejection. And what do you do on the H4? You monitor the structure approaching this daily. H4 approaching daily with a bearish structure. And you look at the point where price touched the daily. Okay. When did the price touch the daily? You put it right there. Okay. And then you forget about the price action after. You only look at the price action before. And then the price action before, what do you do with it? You look basically at the last high that has been made on the line chart. This is line chart. Okay. So the last level that has been made is this one. Okay. And that's the one that should be broken. No matter if this gets broken, this one does not count. Some people combine the internal structure with the external breakouts. So price might do this. Okay. And this is not a breakout. This is simply price action, just random price action. You would want to see price breaking this high. Once it breaks this high on the H4, then we can say that price is going to at least go to the next daily. All right. So from daily to daily, then you can say price is going to go to at least the next daily. That's how to identify the start and the finish of the storyline. It's basically monitoring the same time frame rejection and 1 time frame lower breakout. In this case, we had this one, the recent price action. This is a gap that got touched, it became unfresh, and then got broken, it became fresh again, and then it touched and rejected. So we have the first sign, which is the rejection. All right, we have the rejection. And then you go to the H4, look when did the price touch. So it touched right there. You draw your vertical line, and then you monitor the line chart before. And do you have a breakout? See that? That's a breakout. That's a breakout. Okay, if you are confused with this and you don't like it, just take this one. So after the breakout, we certainly know that the daily is in a bullish storyline. So we are expecting price to go from this daily to at least the next daily, which it did in this case, but it did not start a bearish storyline. I'm going to explain why it's not bearish. Some people think it's bearish, but look, this might be a daily reject daily, right? This is a daily reject daily, but do you really have an H4 breakout? Okay, this is when it touched the vertical line. Do you see the last low that has been made before the vertical line? Where is it? Where is it? It's nowhere around here. It's this one. Okay, and this one, it got broken, and this one, it got broken. Are we in a better storyline? No, not yet. Until what? Until what? Until the daily finish forming. Okay, until this daily finishes forming. So the daily is going to finish in 3 hours and 40 minutes. But before that, we are going to still be buying. Okay, we're gonna still keep buying. Okay, we only keep buying until the daily closes, and then we can start looking for sells. Okay, that's just the understanding of the storyline. Like price travels from a daily to daily, weekly to weekly, and that by looking at the H4 breakout or the daily breakout. Let me give you a weekly example. As you guys can see here, that's a weekly reject weekly. That's a weekly level, and that's a weekly rejection. Okay, so you go to the daily and look when the price touched right there. You put your vertical line, go to the line chart and get the last low that has been made before the touch, which is this one. Okay, it's not this one. This one does not count. It's this one. So why it doesn't count? Because it's not a V, it's a gap. You look at the V or the A. So once this gets broken, then you can say that the weekly is in a bearish storyline. Okay, weekly reject weekly, daily breakout, weekly bearish storyline. Understood, guys? Everything clear? Okay.
Sorry, so the weekly is rejecting the weekly up there. Has it not been touched already? What? Sorry, Siri's going on.
Okay, let me take a look at it. This one.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at the wrong time frame. My
No worries. No
Yeah.
worries. No worries. No worries. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions? Let's focus more on the storyline.
I have-
H4 bearish
I have one.
breakout. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Let me annotate this. So would you say this one as a level and this one as a level too?
Can you repeat this?
Okay, so this one as a level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one as a level.
Yeah.
And then this one as a level.
Yeah.
And then this one.
Mhm.
Okay, so are those all the levels that you mark on the weekly?
Let's say I'm here, right?
Yeah,
Which level do I monitor?
this one.
No. I said like which one do I monitor? Is that what you're asking? Like let's say we are
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
like, live price action.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I would do? I would mark this one. Mark this one. Okay, that's not fresh. Mark this. Mark even that and this. Okay, this one is not fresh. Why would I mark it? It's not fresh. So I'm gonna mark these, but I'm not going to enter a trade. I'm going to wait for these levels to do what? Give me a rejection and the daily breakout. That's it, bro. And before I actually do that, I'm gonna look at the current storyline. The current storyline, you do not look at it on this level or this level. So you basically monitoring these levels. You are looking for the future storyline, and that's the wrong perspective. You look at the current storyline. The current storyline, to look at it, you ask yourself, where are we coming from? And did we have a rejection? And do we have a one time frame lower breakout? In this case, we are here, right? This is live. Let's say this is live price action. Okay. So I see that this is the weekly candle. We have a rejection in here. Let's look where it's coming from. Do you see any fresh level being rejected by this week? I see one. See that, right? Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then you go to the daily. Daily is weird, so you go back to the weekly. You put a vertical line on the weekly, and then you go to the daily. Do you have a breakout before the vertical line?
Yeah.
Then the weekly is bearish. Okay.
Okay.
And then you will monitor from weekly. What is the next weekly? At least the next weekly, you're gonna have this one, and then you're gonna have this one. For me, I don't know when price is gonna stop. And maybe it's gonna go for this weekly and then go up. But you should mark all these levels, and then the one that gives you weekly reject weekly is the one you take. So in this case, do you have a weekly reject weekly in here?
Yeah.
And then you look at the daily breakout. Price touch. You have a breakout. That's why the price went higher. Okay.
Can you go to the daily?
Daily, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you mark. Can you go to
The one that
line
it
chart?
touched. Yeah.
Yeah, the line chart. So you mark this one as a breakout.
Because why? Why do you think so? You see. Let me use. Okay. So the weekly was right here. Okay.
Yeah.
When did the daily touch? The weekly touch. It touched right there.
Okay.
Correct. And then
Yeah.
you put your vertical line. I said you put your vertical line. Is the breakout before or after this one?
The breakout
Is it
is after that.
No. Is it
Before.
Yeah. Then it is correct.
Okay.
Okay. You just take this one. If you are confused, just take this one. Okay.
Okay.
Understood. Very good. All right. So if we have a weekly rejection followed by H4 breakout, has the storyline started? No, it does not start. It only starts a mini storyline. I'm gonna explain that in the 2 time frames lower breakout. 2 time frames lower breakout. All right. Let me get right into this. Okay. So storyline. Any questions before I proceed to the entries? Questions, guys? Is it okay if BO happened before the vertical line? That's exactly what we are looking for. We are looking for the breakout to happen before the vertical line. I mean, the level, I'm sorry. What I meant is the level that should be broken is before the vertical line. But the breakout should be after the touch. After the, like, price should break the level, let's say, daily. This is a breakout, but the vertical line is here. Okay, vertical line is there. So this one should be broken. It's not this one. Okay, it's not that one. Isn't bearish BO already happened in current price action? The storyline that we look at is basically the daily storyline and the weekly. We don't look at the H4 storyline. Bearish BO breakout. Yeah, we have a bearish breakout. We have a bearish breakout. This one. We did a breakout there. That's correct. All right. And maybe this for entries. Okay, that looks good. Anyways, so it is daily bearish now. Not now, not yet. You need what? A daily rejection. Do you have a daily rejection yet? No, in 3 hours and 32 minutes, this candle is going to finish forming, and then you're gonna have the breakout. Okay, so entries, I guess. Let's go to the entries. In the entries, you're going to have 3 categories. Sorry. Okay, so the first category is high risk, medium risk, low risk. 3 categories. The first category, which is high risk, it has 1 entry type. Okay, let's start with it. So high risk simply means that there is a lot of risk in the trade. And the way to get the high risk entry is very simple. Okay, it's basically 50-50. It's either going to work or either not going to work. But there are proper ways to use it. I'm going to show you. So you're going to have your daily level, and then price approaching it, you just buy. That's it. You just buy. That is high risk. There is a lot of risk because this level, you don't know if it's going to buy or sell. You don't know. But that's pretty much like gambling. Okay, that's high risk. And the proper way to use it is like this. So you're going to have your weekly to weekly, right? Weekly to weekly. You're going to have a weekly rejection and a daily breakout. So once this happens, the weekly is in a bearish storyline, okay? And then you're going to have a lot of daily levels. Daily aligning with the storyline of the weekly. Daily aligning with the storyline of the weekly. Daily sell levels aligning with the weekly bearish storyline. Is that clear for the high risk entry?
Can we see like an example, please?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. We're gonna have. You guys have a weekly reject weekly. Right there. You go to the daily. Breakout there. Okay. So every daily level is a high risk sell level. That one, this one, this one, that one. All of these are high risk sells. Okay. So some of them fail, like this one. Some of them don't fail. I'm going to show you how this one did not fail. Some of them fails a little. Some of them goes in drawdown. So that's high risk. High risk simply means high risk. Nothing more to explain about that. Weekly to weekly, daily levels. Honk off, understand. Honk. Oh. All right. So it works the same for the weekly levels. So the weekly is in a bearish storyline. You take the weekly sell levels. Okay, that's one proper way to use it. The second proper way, you basically do not need it for now, so I'm gonna leave it for the next session. It's not really that important unless you're so advanced with these. So the second category is medium risk. Medium risk. So high risk can be aligned with the storyline, which is better than against the storyline, but they're both high risk. The second category is medium risk. Medium risk. So in medium risk, you're going to have 3 entries. Actually, 2 entry types. The first entry type, okay, the first entry type consists of a rejection. Just the rejection. You don't need the breakout. So this works on any time frame, but preferably the daily and the weekly. Okay, let's take the daily level, for example. So you're gonna have a daily level, and you're going to have a daily rejection. Okay, daily rejection, and then inside that rejection, you're gonna have a lot of H4s, H4, H4, H4. Okay, H4, H4, H4. Which one do you pick? You pick the extreme, the last one. Okay, I pick the last one. That's the one you buy from. I'm gonna show you an example in here. Let's take a look. Hopefully you can find one now. The last one I remember was right there, but that's with the breakout. So simply I'm gonna give you an example with a breakout, but imagine that there was no breakout. Okay, so do you see this daily reject daily? That's daily reject daily, guys, right? Inside of that rejection, you go to the H4 looking for levels. Okay, you go to the H4, that's your H4 level, and that's your buy. Okay, that's your buy. Okay, that's your buy. H4 daily reject daily, H4 rejection, daily reject daily, and then H4 extreme level. I'm showing you here the perfect examples, so do not get like don't think this is holy grail. I'm only showing you the perfect examples. The medium risk entry type, the rejection does not really happen like this all the time, so be careful with it. I personally do not like it. That's the rejection entry type, which is very simple. Let's say you have an H1 level right there and you want to scalp. You have an H1, and then you're gonna have an H1 rejection. You go to M30 and look for the extreme and sell. Very simple. But do not use it on the lower time frames. Don't. Just explaining it that way. Okay. So that's for the rejection entry type. Now you're going to have the 2 time frames lower breakout. Okay. So this one can take some bit of time, but let's go through it. You're gonna have this is for the ones that want to scalp or they're bored from waiting or something like that. I don't know, like you are not a prop firm trader. So if you're not a prop firm trader and you want to scale up your account very fast, this is it for you. This is for the flipping. If you want to flip your account. If you are trading prop firms, I'm gonna give you the 2 perfect entries for prop firms. So this is for flipping accounts, okay? Guys, give me a time frame, any time frame, even M15, okay? From M15 and above.
M15.
M15, okay, yeah, 15. Give me 2 more.
1 hour.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
H1.
30 minutes in H1. So in this case, like these 3 cases, you pick fresh level. This is basically just a fresh level, okay? Fresh levels. Any, okay? It doesn't have to have any rules on it, just a fresh level, okay? This is a fresh level. Okay, and this is the breakout label. And this is the take profit. So the entry type name is 2 time frames lower breakout. So the breakout, where is it gonna be? M15 breakout in? What time frame?
5 minutes.
1 minute. M1.
M1,
M30.
M5.
Where is it gonna be? M5.
5 minutes.
And 5.
1 hour.
15.
M15. Yes. So take profit is so basically it's 2 time frames lower breakout, but the take profit is 1 time frame lower. So M15, M5. Got that, guys? M15, 1 time frame lower, 2 time frames lower. You guys understand this or not?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard someone saying very good. So M30, M5 entry. I'm gonna show you the entry, don't worry. So here you're gonna have the TP at M what?
M15,
M15, and here M30.
M30.
So the entry goes like this. You're gonna have an M15 level. And I'm gonna show you why you TP here. Okay, you're gonna have your M15 and the breakout in M1. So in this example, the breakout does not have to be external or internal. You don't have to put the vertical line. It can be like, you know, like this. It can be like this. It doesn't have to break this one. It can do this. And then once it does that, the breakout, once the breakout happens, preferably external, once the breakout happens, you wait for the pullback to the last level, the extreme level, and then you buy. Okay, you buy. But what is your TP? It's on M5. Why M5? Let me explain. So in the storyline, we did the daily reject daily goes to another daily with what breakout? H4, right? H4. So H4 breakout starts what? A daily storyline. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, so M1 breakout starts what? M5 storyline. That's why you TP at M5. Okay, so your TP is at M5 A level. It's not the gap, A level. And then if that M5 breaks, where do you hold? You hold to M15. Okay, so if that level breaks, you hold to M15. Why do you hold to M15? Because the M5 break starts what? M15 storyline. Is that confusing for you guys?
A little bit.
Little bit, okay. Tell me too much, not a little bit. All right. Okay, let me try to explain that again. This is basically the operation of time frames. It needs some time to absorb. First, when I was trying to understand this, it took me like 1 week of literally watching the video again and again and again until I absorbed it. 30. So I'm trying my best to simplify it, but the best way to actually for you guys to understand is to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you're not gonna understand this. Ask me why do I have TP here? Why do I have breakout? Just ask me anything. Okay. I'm waiting for questions. I'm waiting for your questions. Example on the chart, you're gonna get lost more. You have to understand with the drawing.
I mean,
Yes.
do you check on the, so your fresh levels, you're picking up the M15, but do you look at the storyline of the 1 hour or whatever?
No, no, no.
So it
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
look at, no, you don't look at storyline here.
Okay.
Yeah. You understand it. Repeat. Yes, yes, I will repeat. I'm just wait. Yeah, it is for scalping. I'm just waiting for questions for the guys that are confused. I'm gonna show you how to put SL. For the guys that are confused, give me questions.
And what percentages, what kind of risk do you take?
It's since it's a personal account, you can go with 5%, 10%, or full margin, you know, if you're too risky. But I personally suggest you go with 5%. This is
Okay.
what we have been waiting for. Waiting for what, Samuel? I already taught you this one. It's better we consider extent. Yeah, it is better to consider full margin coverage. Scalp. Yeah, scalp. If M5 TP break, why next TP is M15? Okay. So M5 breakout. So I said that H4 breakout starts daily and daily breakout starts weekly. M5 break starts what? M15. So if M5 TP break, your next TP is M15. If M15 keeps breaking, you go to M13 and so on and so forth until you have a rejection. So let's say you're TPing at H1. H1 gives a rejection, you take profit. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand the breakout part, bro. But
Yes.
the TP level, yeah. So you would not
TP is going to
consider
be. Let me show you the
risk to
TP.
reward,
Price
because
pull
there
back.
will be so much
Your
M5 level,
your
right?
your TP is not going to be a gap. It's going to be an A level. Okay, well, that's the first thing. Okay. And it doesn't have to be fresh, by the way. It doesn't have to be fresh. It can be unfresh. For the RR stop loss, I'm going to show you how to put stop and stuff like that. So for the TP is going to be 1 to 2R. It's not going to be that long. Is the scalping? No, it's not considered high risk, bro. It's considered medium risk. Medium risk. Si Min Fung. Who's this guy? I don't know you. Si Min Fung. I'm sorry, but I don't know who you are. Just give me a Telegram ID, please. Do you guys know him?
Who's that? Sorry.
This guy in the chat, Si Min Fung.
Which guy? Sorry, I don't. Seaman Funk.
Yeah, I don't know him. Si Min Fung.
Is he still there? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here. BDFX. My mic is. Oh, it's BD. Yeah. I know you are now. Inspector BD. Yeah. All right. So a Bangladesh FX. Okay. So questions about this two time frames. So in this example, M5 is the roadblock for M15. No. Listen, if you guys have any knowledge about roadblocks, delete that, okay? Hence why it is first TP. When the structure of one time frame breaks, price action is heading level on one break on pullback for entry, then M5 TP thing. It's not because of the roadblock. You can consider it that way as long as you do the right thing, but it's not really because of roadblock. Let me try to
I
find an
couldn't think of a
example.
better word than roadblock. That's what it was. I'm not using it at all.
Yeah, fuck roadblocks, bro. Let me try to give you an example, guys. Let me try to give you an example.
So do you know when you use this strategy, what time frame do you use?
I start from M15 and
Yeah.
up. Because if you use M5 level, you know what time frame are you looking at the breakout? It's 30 seconds.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you start from F15 and above. I take today's bullish trade. Who told you I didn't take today's bullish trade, bro? I'm in it. I'm in it. Anyways. No, upper one. Today's bullish trade. Which one? Bullish is from here, bro. Ah, the sell. Yeah, I just did not want to take it, I guess, or I was sleeping. Buy. I have a buy from here, bro. What are you talking about? Or this one? This one? Oh yeah, let me check. You're talking about this one. Okay, let me see. What's this entry type in the first place? Because I'm not aware. Okay, so why did you entry there? What's the entry type and stuff? Let me see your perspective first. Daily reject daily H for where do you see the daily reject daily? What daily? This daily? Is it this daily? Yeah, okay. H for breakout. Price touched here. What is the breakout, bro? There's no breakout. There's no breakout. Fuck yeah, fuck. Yeah, no worries, Harris. Good luck with that. I look wrong. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna repeat the scalping strategy. Don't worry. Let me just explain to this guy why did he fail the buy. So the thing. Okay, so guys, learn from this mistake because he thought after this daily reject daily that this is an H4 breakout. Okay, this is not the H4 external breakout, and he bought here, and he bought here. When price came back, he bought there. This is not, yeah, instant regret. That's not a valid buy because look where is the vertical line. It's right on the touch, and that's the breakout. So once it breaks, then you can have a buy opportunity. Yeah, that's the mistake he has done today. So it's okay. It's okay. The scalping strategy. I was gonna show you an example, guys. So you go to M15. Let me see an example in here. I don't see much examples. Let me go back to the. All right. So let's back test this one. Do you guys see this M15 level? Okay, it's very simple. Just take an M15 fresh level. Do you see it or not?
Yes.
Answer me. Okay, M15 fresh level. Where's the breakout?
M1.
M1. So you go to M1. Let's play it back a little bit. And now you look for the breakout. So I told you guys to put a vertical line, but on the scalping strategy, you don't. You don't. So where is the breakout? Okay, very good. When you go to the line chart, you see this little breakout in here? This counts. This one counts. Understand, guys? This one counts. This one counts.
Okay.
Right. If you are confused, take the upper one or wait for another one. Okay, this one. Now we have a better breakout. We have an even better breakout. I know what you do in this case. You see the last SNR fresh, this one. That's, and its wick is a zone for buy. This is a whole zone for buy. So when price pulls back in here, you just start buying and buying and buying. Where is your stop loss? You see the breakout range, you put your breakout range as a stop loss, lower. That's your stop loss. Maybe it's too big, so just put it below that low light right there. Just be flexible with it, okay? That's your stop loss. when you entry there, and your TP is basically the box twice, like one right there. Let me just try this properly. The breakout range. Your TP is right there, or on M5. So it's either this or the M5 A level. So when you go to M5, as you can see, you're going to have this. It's not fresh, but it will still be your take profit right there. So you go back to M1, and that will be your TP. Price pulling back. You buy, you're buying. Okay. Buy. I don't know, full margin, whatever you're taking. And that's your take profit. And do you take your profit here? Let's check. You go to M5, okay? You go to M5. Did M5 break or reject? Is M5 broken or rejected? Right there.
Break.
Break. Then you hold to M15. Where is M15? M15 is right there, right? Is M15 broken or rejected? Broken. You go to M30. Is M30 broken or rejected? Rejected. Here you close all your buys. Okay. Is everything clear now?
Yes. What if
Okay.
M30 did not break?
What if M30 broke?
Didn't break.
Didn't break. It didn't break.
No. What if M32 didn't break? What if price still? What if price had break?
M30.
Yeah.
You hold to H1. Where is H1? H1 is right there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it did not break, so that's why price fell off. Okay. Let me give you another example. The win rate of this scalping is like 60%. 60%. Okay, so let's take a look and look for another sell. Maybe this one. Let's backtest it. So you have M15 level. You don't need the rejection, by the way. Okay, just look at the breakout. Go to M1. And on M1, you're gonna have this. And that's the breakout, internal breakout. Once price comes back there, which it didn't, I guess. Yeah, it went without us, which is fine. But where would your take profit be? It would be on M5. Where is M5? It's right there. It basically, it's not the new one. It's the new one, but it counts. So as you can see here, price came back lower. Oh, wait. It's my bad. My fault, I'm sorry. Sorry. So you're gonna have vertical line here. And 5, yeah. It's actually this one. And the new M15 started right there. So did it break it or reject it? I know you're kind of confused with this rejection, but this was, I don't know, like you would have entered after price rejected, if you get what I'm saying. Like it was supposed to do this and then go lower. You guys get me?
Yeah.
That's why this one. And then when it got broken, you hold to M15. Where is it, M15? It's right there. Okay, now as you can see, is M15 broken or rejected? Rejected. So that's why price went higher later. But yeah, that's how you'd CP. Now let's look at M30 and M5. Let's look at some examples. M30, M5, M30, M5. All right. M30 level. No M5 breakout yet. Okay, you have an M5 breakout. Price want to pull back here and then you sell. If it goes without you for more than like 15 pips, you don't want to take it anymore. It's not valid. And that would be your sell. Your breakout range is from here to there. So stop loss above, take profit twice, or simply M15. You don't want to take M15. So M15 was this, actually, no, sorry. M15 was right there, and then it got broken. You go to M30, M30 is down there. So it's 2-4. So when it's 2-4 right there, just manage it yourself. Why not just keep it 1-1R? Win rate should be much higher than. Yeah, it is much higher. Yeah, that's your own plan. You can keep it in 1-1R. You can do that. As you can see, it did not reach it, which happens. It's fine. Boom, Holy Grail. Holy Grail, huh? Yes, Holy Grail, Holy Grail. No, it's not Holy Grail. It's not Holy Grail. It's not Holy Grail. So let's take this one, for example, guys. Once this M15 touch, you go to M1, breakout, pull back, you sell, TP at M5. At a 6 in the make. It's already made, bro. What do you mean? You're insulting me. or are you talking about yourself? That's something else. Okay, so you guys have any questions about the Holy Grail scalping strategy? Nah. Questions, guys? Is everything clear?
Yeah, everything's clear for me.
Okay, very good.
Actually, theoretical part I understand. Need to work on charts to get 100% knowledge.
What you say, bro?
Theoretically, I understand, bro. So need to work on charts for a better understanding.
Yeah, of course. Always you should put in the work in the charts. Okay, so this scalping strategy is to grow your small account. Yes, Ghost.
I'm just gonna talk, it's better. Can you show me again the 50 minutes where you start for the scalping? How you define it, the range?
15.
Yeah.
The stop loss?
No, just your first start, the beginning on the 15.
Can you repeat that question,
The
please?
fresh levels.
The fresh levels on M15.
So you start at the fresh level on M15, 1 minute breakout, 5 minutes take profit.
Yes. Or just do 1 hour take profit.
Yeah, okay. So either way, it's going to break up like a buy or break out like a bearish. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean, let's say you have this level and then it does this?
Yeah.
No, you don't buy. You only look for sells. If you get this level, then you buy.
Yeah, okay. Roger.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Very good.
And
Maybe, sir,
Yeah.
the definition of the breakout range. Maybe once more, the range.
Yeah, the breakout range. Like the breakout range as a stop loss, yeah. Let's take the previous example that we had in here. Okay, so this one. Just look when the price does the breakout. You guys tell me. Do you have the breakout?
Yes.
Yes. So you take the high that broke the low until the current low. So from here to here. I mean before price starts to pull back. Okay, so here it did not pull back yet. Did not pull back yet. Okay. Now it started pulling back. That's the breakout range. Okay.
Okay.
But that's too big, you know. So like make it like this or something. It's fine because it's not logical for price to go all this like this. It's not logical. The level would be invalid. That's like 15 pips. It's so invalid. Okay.
Okay.
That's the breakout range. When those level will get invalid. Yeah.
How do you increase the win rate of this scalping strategy? Is there any scenario you would take
into consideration?
Yeah, there is a way to increase it, but you would want to use 1 hour and M15 or 4 hour and M30 aligning with the daily and weekly storyline. Like it will just increase 5% of the win rate. I tested it. So instead of just give me a second, guys. All right. So instead of what was I talking about? I was talking about, yeah. So instead of using M15 and M1 or M30 M5, use H1 M15, H4 M30 aligning with the daily storyline. Okay. Yeah, that would be fun also.
For
Why
this
not? One day.
scalping strategy, should we check the storyline of daily?
For F15, no. Storyline is not necessary, but the guy asked me if he wants
Win rate.
yeah, just the win rate. Yeah. It's not for another session. What I'm saying is, if you want to increase your win rate, just play around the daily and the higher time frames. This one is for the people that want to be in the market every single day, because this scalping gives you at least 50 entries per day, bro. It's like every single minute there is an entry. Dutch is making some plans. Yeah. Join. Yes. Who's from Spain in here, by the way? Who or at least speaks Spanish or understands Spanish? I do. Nico. Okay. So who's Nico? I don't know this guy. Oh, Nick. Yeah. So Nick, there is a guy called BS. Yeah. Nicolo ztfx. Wait. Did we talk before? Oh yeah, this guy. So there is a guy called BS. He just joined the group. Okay, again, basically he was in it. I don't know what happened to the guy. So yeah, these guys speak. This is silent. This guy speaks Spanish, so he wants to do some sessions with me. He basically does not understand English, but I really want to help the guy because there is no knowledge about SNR in Spanish or anything like that. So maybe you'd want to translate for him or help him with some keywords.
Yeah, bro, I'd love to. Why not?
Yeah, it's very good. So stay with me after the session, okay?
Oh, but wait, not today. I'm in the bus right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm
for sure.
watching your Zoom call from the bus.
No worries.
So I'm getting home in like 3-4 hours, and it's gonna be midnight by then.
Oh yeah, it's okay. No worries.
So any other time I'm home, I can help.
Yeah.
Did you find the traitor?
What you say?
Did you find the traitor from the group?
Did not hear that.
Did you find the traitor who leaked your stuff?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's actually still in the group. I did not kick him.
Why so?
I decided to not to. No, it's fine. I'm planning for some stuff. Can you teach us how to write EA? EA, bro, seriously, that's if you want that, just pay me for another mentorship. How to write EA. Thank you, Ghost. Not really, but yeah, you can say so. Anyways, I'm gonna finish basically the scalping thing today and keep the rest for the next session. Now we're gonna go to the low risk category. All right, low risk category. In the low risk category, this is where most of my funded students come from, okay? Using this low risk category. This is purely for prop firms. I mean, I'm not saying purely for prop firms, it is for everything, but if you are trading a prop firm or struggling with patience, this is for you, Okay, this will fix everything for you. It will get you funded. It will fix your patience and your psychology. Okay, so first of all, the first entry, which is the very best and very simplest, is the one time from lower breakout. You're gonna have a daily level and storyline start. How do we know storyline start? Daily reject daily. Yes, this is what Tommy needs. I know. Daily reject daily, and then you look at the H4 structure. H4 structure approaching the daily, and then you look for the breakout. Very simple. And then once the breakout happens, you would want to wait for price to pull back to the last H4 and buy. That's it. Okay. Your TP is the next daily or 200 pips, 240 pips. Okay. 240 pips TP. Oh, no. That's basically the low risk entry. Let me show you an example. Okay. Seven figures funded. Not in bio, bro. How big is stop loss? Stop loss is 30 pips. 30 pips. I did not, guys, show you. Most of you actually did not show you my insane setup that I use 5 stop loss in it. I always forget. So there are a lot of low risks. I don't know which one is perfect for you guys, but let's take this one. Do you see a daily reject daily? Do you guys see a daily reject daily?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to the H4. Do you see the vertical line and the external breakout?
Yep.
Yep. Where is the apex? The last level right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where you sell. I did not show you the refinement from H4 to H1, so I'm going to give that later on also. So that's your sell. Price coming back, you put a limit, you go to sleep, it hits your take profit. 289 pips. So this is your stop loss. 300 points, or say 30 pips, 240 pips for take profit. Okay, that's 8
What
hours.
kind of win rate do you get with this?
It's above 70. It's above 70%.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's above 70%. At least 70% on a bad series of losses. Say series of trades. Say you have 10 trades and it went bad, we'd have 3 losses.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's when you fully master this and see it correctly. Not when you like, I don't know, like maybe you've seen this as a breakout and you sell there. You know, you have to analyze correctly.
Yep.
If you do it correctly, it's very good win rate.
Yep.
So that's why we wanted to buy today. Huh? Look, daily reject daily. H4 breakout. Price pulling back to this. But as you can see, it went in deep drawdown. So to fix the drawdown or whatever. So as you guys can see that we have a wick, right? We have a wick, big wick, not just a wick, big wick. So inside of it, there must be levels on the H1. So when you go to the H1, you can have a lot of levels. So you're gonna have this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. Which one do you pick? You pick the last 2, this and this. You delete all of these. Okay. So price today decided to react from this instead of this. But if price wants to come back, we will buy. Always welcome. Okay. If the price came to H1 Apex, will you buy? Yes, I will buy again on the same day. If price closes and this level gets hit by tomorrow, it's medium risk. I'm still gonna buy, but it will become medium risk just because we have daily reject daily H4 breakout. So storyline will be bearish. So buying won't be as good as selling. Okay, so yeah, that's the best setup that you guys should focus on the prop firms. Low risk, one time frame, low breakout. So this one, yeah, it's not really the time for it yet. Not teaching you that. So decision level is basically for scalping. Scalping for me is from 60 pips to 120 pips. Okay. So when you use decision level entry, I basically use it differently than others. So decision level works on the weekly and the daily time frame, but the entry should be on H4. The entry should be on H4. Going to have H4 structure, and then you put a vertical line. And in this case, you don't necessarily have to look at this. You can look at the gap. So decision level for me is a gap. I use the gap. So price will break that gap. We'll test it again, and then we'll go up for 120 pips or 60 pips or whatever. Okay, that's for scalping. I'm gonna give you an example. You don't need the rejection, huh? Okay, so you see, guys, this is a daily level. Go to the H4. Okay. The last level that has been made for storyline is this, but the last gap level that has been made before the touch is this one. So once price breaks this, it will visit it again and go lower. But if you have 30 pip stop loss from here, you would get SL. So how to fix that? You always check with H1. So the H4, H1 fresh just goes like this. So if you have, in this example, we have this one as an H4, right? As an H4. And when you go to the H1, it looks like this. When you go to H1, it looks like this. This is H4, and this is H1. H4 is fresh, and H1 is not fresh. And in this case, we want to buy. So what you do on H1 is you look lower if you want to buy, or look higher if you want to sell for a fresh level. So that's the one you take. Now let's backtest it and see why price went for a deep drawdown. This is the H4, and when you go to H1, is H1 fresh or not fresh, guys? You tell me. Is H1 fresh or not fresh?
Not fresh.
So draw on my chart, where is the fresh level? You guys annotate, where is the fresh level? The next one. Yes. That's the one you sell from. Okay. That's the one you sell from. Let me give you another example on GU. One that's this one is very good to explain. It was a QM on the daily, if I'm not wrong. AB, do you remember the GU? Oh yeah, it's there. Okay.
So how many pairs do you trade then?
What now?
I only trade gold, but my students trade AUD, USD, US30, GU, silver, S&P 500. It works on everything, bro.
Oh,
EU
That's
is the only.
That's also works very well.
Yeah, on EU only is the one that is low win rate. Euro USD is a bitch.
But you have something else. You have something else very good.
Which one?
Like your setup. that's very good.
The low risk. Yeah. So you can guys look at the low risk entry on many pairs, and the one that gives you, you just take it. Yeah, that's something I would suggest, not because I had the experience with it, just because I've seen my students actually succeeding with it.
so the low risk one, the daily reject daily, and then the H4 apex.
Break.
set.
Yes, you can do that with all the pairs. Don't do it on Euro USD. It's bad.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, just don't do it there.
I mean,
As you
I
guys-
got a question, man.
Yeah, for sure, Ghost.
So, if I taking the low risk, can I just set and forget at 1 hour? And
Yeah,
just leave the trade.
just leave it.
All right, perfect.
Need SMC for EU, mate. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As you guys can see here, price touch, vertical line. That's the last level that has been made. Once it got broken, you look at H1. Is H1 fresh or not fresh? Fresh or not fresh? Mark the freaking fresh one, guys. Mark the fresh one. The next fresh one. No, it's this. You guys
Yeah.
don't see this one. Yes. It's fresh, guys. No, so invoker, I see you marking this one. Why you mark this one? Do you want to sell or buy? You want to sell.
Yeah, sell.
So you don't refine lower, you refine higher.
What do you mean?
You refine higher. If you want to sell, okay, so you have an order block. If you refine the order block, you're going to refine it up there. You're not going to refine it here, bro. Price is going. Okay. So, and then price is approaching. This is an order block. Okay. Hello.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm explaining the refinement. So you see this as an order block. Okay. OB. You know it's an OB. Price is approaching the OB, and let's say it's an 1 hour OB. Where do you refine it? Let's say you refine it to M15. The M15 OB, you're gonna find it there, right? You're not gonna find it here. This is bad.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same for SNR. You're gonna have this is H4. It's not fresh. You refine it there. You don't refine lower. Okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna explain to you in our one-on-one session. Okay.
Okay.
If you're very confused with it. So this one is the freshest. Boom. Hey, let's go, guys. Eee. Anyways, that's fresh and freshest. And you also use it for continuation entries, which we will get to in a moment. Continuation entries, and then we do confirmation, and we wrap up our session. Not doing MM today, sorry. Don't really have that much energy. So the continuation entries goes like this. So you're gonna have a daily to daily. You always follow the daily with continuation, not weekly, okay? Because weekly can be bearish, daily bullish. You follow the daily, okay? Follow the daily. When they are both together, you follow the daily and the weekly. Daily rejection, H4 breakout. The low risk is right there, and then you buy, okay? And then how do you continue buying until the next daily? You're gonna have a lot of H4 levels. Which one do you pick? You pick the recent one, this one, and then you do the H4, H1 freshest. Like if H4 is fresh, you take it. If H4 is fresh and H1 is fresh, you take it. If H4 and is fresh and H1 is not fresh, you look lower for H1 freshest, which going to be lower, and then you buy. 2R is the max take profit for continuation. Do not hold the continuations for so long, okay? Do not hold it for so long. And you use confirmation. I'm gonna show you confirmation. You're gonna have H1 or H4 level for your entry. So the level that you're gonna enter from, you monitor M1. M1 is gonna approach with the structure. You have a lot of SNR levels, as you can see, A. You take two and align them with each other, point A, point B. That makes a logical trend line. This is a bearish trend, a logical trend. And then once price breaks it, you start buying. That's the confirmation, nothing special. And I'm gonna show you the mistake of Samuel that did today. So you go to H1. You entered off of the confirmation of this trend line. Right, Samuel? Or no, not this one. Which trend line was it, Samuel? Samuel, Gaga.
Yes. Can you draw put the line chart?
Yeah.
line chart. It was this one from above, from here. Can you see my drawing? Yeah,
no, I
from
can't
there.
see.
From there.
This
Not
one.
there. Lower. No, lower. Yes, from there.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I see.
Yes, yes.
It's yeah, but when you told me, it did not actually reject yet. It did not reject yet, but I'm saying not break yet. So the logical trend line in this case, it's actually this one, but I don't know why. I think you are wrong. You marked the wrong trend line. It's not this one, because this one is correct. As you can see, once it breaks, you can buy. Once it breaks, you can buy. Yeah, you could buy there, but I don't know why. When you sent me that the trend line got broken, I was looking at the chart and I didn't see any break. Didn't see any break. Anyways, it's okay. So you would want to wait for your confirmation.
All right.
So let me show you guys an exception on the low risk. Sometimes you're gonna have a daily and daily reject daily, H4 breakout, and instead of price coming back to the apex, it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly from here, not from the apex. So in this case, you're gonna have a lot of levels. Let me give you an example. That's way too far. They won't let me go back on M1. So let's take this one. You guys see this daily rejection? Daily reject daily. Hello guys, see this one?
Yep.
Yep. So you go to H4. Do you have a breakout on H4? You have a breakout on H4, guys.
Yep.
Okay. Where is the apex? This one, right?
Yep.
But below it, you're gonna have a lot of levels. 1, 2, 3. Which one do you take? You don't take anyone. You only take this one with the limit and this one with confirmation. Price is gonna approach. Okay, wait, let me go back to M1. I hope they let me go. Yes, I can go to M1. Price will go higher. Okay, come on. Okay, once it touch, you draw your trend line. Line chart, where is your trend line? So in this case, it's this one. Doesn't make sense for me, so I'm just gonna be waiting. The logical trend is this one, but it's too far. I'm just gonna wait. Gonna wait and see what happens. Okay. This one and this one makes sense for me. So once it got broken, you can start selling. Okay. Once it gets broken, you can start selling. That's how to sell from the levels that are below the apex. The levels that are on the apex, the level that is the apex, you just sell instantly. There is another way. There is another way to sell from the levels that are below the apex. In this case, you marked your levels on H4. So you look one time frame higher if your H4 levels align with the daily. So I'm going to go to the daily in this case, and I have a daily that's aligning with one of my H4s, and that's the one I'm going to take without confirmation. You don't have to take confirmation. So these are two ways to sell and buy from the levels that are above or below the apex. That's confirmation. We did continuation. Okay, so continuation, you also use H4 freshest. Let's take an example here. Okay, so you're gonna have a daily there and a daily here. How do we keep selling? Yeah, how do we keep selling from there to here? So let's say you missed this entry. What do you do? I have an H4 level, but it has a big wick. I go to the H1. Okay, is H1 fresh? I mean, it is fresh, but as you can see, there is a better level above, and there is a QM. Okay, so use these for confirmation, and the apex for instant sell. So I'm gonna have a sell, boom, sell right there. Let's go back to the H4. Okay, the H4, I'm gonna have another fresh level on the H4. Let's go back to the H1. Is H1 fresh? Yes, it is fresh. So I'm still gonna sell there. Boom, another sell. Okay, I'm gonna have another H4. Let's go back to the H1. Okay, that's H1. Okay, is it fresh? Yes, it is fresh. You can also sell from there. Boom, selling from there. You have another H4. Let's go back to the H1. Okay, is H1 fresh? No, it's not fresh. Is H1 fresh? No, not fresh. Fresh, not fresh, until the QM. So that would be your next continuation sell. Okay, you can be risky like me because sometimes price likes to touch and fly. Okay, sometimes it can do that. So I suggest you use confirmation always if you want to be risky, but that's just me. Okay. Okay, price touch and go lower. Where is the closest H4 now? We have this one, H4. We go to the H1. Okay, H1 is fresh, so you can take that one. Always 30 pips stop loss. Okay. You guys have any questions for me? Just give me like five minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Just 5 minutes.
How's everyone's trading on today?
Good, brother. Bad.
Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow.
Yeah. Who is this? Who is this speaking?
It's Jag.
Oh, you have just joined today, huh?
Yeah, just joined recently.
Yeah, welcome, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Nice. So, do you have knowledge of the SNR from before?
Yeah, I've watched like AKFX on YouTube, so
Yeah, literally
like,
50-60% people watched him before
yeah,
joining.
it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, he became famous, so famous after uploading SNR.
Literally,
Uh,
how about you? How long have you been trading SNR this way?
I am also new in the mentorship, like
All right,
2
okay.
weeks. Yeah. Before that, I watched AKFX.
Oh, you
Yeah,
watching it?
and RFP league videos.
Yeah, I've seen those as well. It's pretty good though. It's a lot better than like SMC.
You used to trade SMC before.
Yeah, I used to trade SMT before. That's the
Yeah.
switch.
So, were you profitable on SMC?
I was doing all right, but not as good as this now. I've been doing this for a while now, this SNR.
Hello, I'm back, guys. Okay, so can you repeat this? Okay, see you, Ghost. Bye-bye. Please repeat it from start once again. Okay, let me give you another storyline. Let's say price touch our daily and it wants to fly up. How do you keep buying? Let's say you missed this. How do you keep buying? You have an H4 level that you can buy from. You have a new H4 level that you can buy from. You have another. Come on, go up. Oh yeah, it did not touch. Okay, so you have another H4 level that you can buy from. Another one and another one, another one. Okay, it just never ends. Okay, why did this one get SL? Let's check. H1 was not fresh, as you can see. Okay, let's play it back. You go to the H1. Is H1 fresh or not fresh? Not fresh. You basically take the freshest. That's the freshest. You go back to the H4, and that's the one you buy from. It still would hit your SL, I guess, which is fine. Yeah. Oh no, that's 20 pips. That's good. That's good. Price will continue going higher. Right.
So you only take continuations from the right side, no? You don't take levels from the left side.
What do you mean?
These
Like
levels,
reversal.
these levels.
You can take these, but when you go to the H1, it will be a mess for you. So I suggest you only focus on the recent ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And also, I don't take SBR and RBS, the A and Vs for continuation. I don't take that. I don't like it. I only use A and Vs for breakouts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Thanks.
good. No worries. From formation, continuation, decision level. Okay. So we only still have this one. I'm gonna do it when it happens because it didn't happen for so long. But it's a decent entry. It's very good. All right. You guys have any question? I have a question. In daily level, after price breakouts in H4, should be recent SNR level or extreme to SNR levels? Extreme, bro. Extreme. I was talking about that. You should take the extreme one. You take the extreme last levels. And the other levels, you use confirmation. Okay. In scalping setup, we will take the most recent levels. No EA mentorship yet. No yet. Not yet. Is scalping setup, we will take the most recent. What do you mean by recent setup? Recent levels? You just monitor all the M15s like this. Okay, I think we already had one. And as you guys can see, it doesn't matter if you have a rejection. So let's check on one. It didn't come back, which is fine. Anyways. M15, take these. If this one gives you an M1 breaker, you can enter. If they don't, then look higher or lower for another levels. I guess that's simply it. I hope the new students understood some stuff because I gave you literally almost everything. I don't think that will be overwhelming because I tried to simplify as much as I could. But yeah, with more sessions, I'm going to be repeating everything until you guys are smooth with it. But after all, please leave your feedback for it. I want to hear if you guys liked it or not.
Yeah, really. I think it was a really good session. Thank you very much.
This was the powerful session, bro. Powerful.
Hey, let's
powerful.
go. Let's go.
Thank you,
Let's
bro.
go. Glad to hear that you guys don't have any doubts. I mean, you might have some, but
Really clear.
Yeah,
very
very
good.
in a short space of time.
Yeah, very good.
When will the next session be?
So what's today? Today is Tuesday. It might be Friday or Saturday.
Oh, right. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's not bad. What do you mean, bro? Yeah, I guess if there is no more questions, I'll catch you up in the next session, guys.
Yep, thanks a lot. Really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
See you
Thank you,
guys
brother.
next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Bye. Salam.
Thank you for the call, bro.
Good night.
Thanks.
Good night, bro.
Thanks for the session.
Good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah. So you guys better leave because I'm not gonna end the session. I'm gonna stay with some of one student actually.
No worries. No worries.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
BS, stay with me, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay, hello.